What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, and I told you guys I keep it locked right here all summer long. I got you guys, man. Just wanted to make a quick video to talk to you guys because there's been some pretty ridiculous talk going on about Kobe versus LeBron, and I wanted to give you guys kind of a unbiased perspective, inside look. What's up? What's up, Dr. JT? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Yeah, interesting topics have been happening. I guess it's summer. We don't have much to talk about in sports right now since basically it's just baseball season. Football's around the corner, so that'll get us to talk about some stuff. And of course, our favorite basketball season, coming up in October. So I can't wait, guys. 2 more months. I'm gonna try to keep you guys entertained right here. Now, I gotta tell you guys, man, crazy talk going on. All right, on Fox Sports West. Or Fox Sports Net or whatever. I don't even want to plug them in here because they've been disrespecting my man Kobe lately. Now, ESPN is a little bit more flexible. Like, some will go the LeBron James route and some will go the Kobe Bryant route, but at least they have some respectable analysts there. On Fox, the only guy I like is basically Skip Bayless. Again, I've told you guys I kind of see eye to eye with him because, he's basically he speaks his mind instead of going with whatever is popular, like other guys who like to ride on LeBron or whatever. But anyways, guys, I wanted to just give you guys some factual stats, and why I want to tell you guys why I believe Kobe Bryant had a better overall career than LeBron thus far. Of course, the obvious being that Kobe took 5 championships out of 7 versus LeBron's 3 out of 8. So I'll take that all day, but that's not the only reason why. Now, we're going to go ahead and compare stats, and to be honest with you guys, LeBron is a monster. Comparing the stats, we got Kobe Bryant winning 5 championships to LeBron's 3. We have Kobe Bryant, he was in the NBA 20 seasons versus LeBron's 14. Of course, LeBron's not done yet. He still has 4 to 5 more seasons probably in him. Kobe Bryant attending the 15 playoffs compared to LeBron's 12. And now LeBron does play in the weak East, so it's easier for him to make the playoffs. That also is credit to his dominance, right? Because not just because you're in the weak East automatically guarantees you a playoff spot, right? You have to be great still to make the playoffs. So at least good to great. Anyways, Kobe Bryant had 18 All-Star appearances compared to LeBron's 13. Again, LeBron has maybe 5 to 6 more seasons left in him, most likely if he stays healthy. But we all know Father Time is going to come knocking eventually. So maybe he'll tie Kobe, maybe he'll surpass him. I don't know. I don't really care about that. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Shannon Sharp on Undisputed was arguing with, if you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. He was arguing with Skip Bayless about, season MVPs. He was like, if you want to count championships versus, if you want to count championships against LeBron's career, then, Kobe Bryant only had 1 MVP compared to LeBron James 4. I say this to you, Shannon Sharp, and I'm pretty sure if you're real to yourself, you should know that Kobe Bryant was robbed at least 2 to 3 times, by Steve Nash twice and others. Kobe should have been an MVP at least 3 to 4 times in his career, especially the seasons where he was scoring 81 points and making history. If the NBA gave Russell Westbrook, the MVP for breaking Oscar Robertson's triple double, and they didn't give Kobe Bryant an MVP the year he was dropping 60s consistently. So that's just a shame. So I don't really count any of that stuff. Finals MVPs, LeBron has 3 compared to Kobe's 2. That's fine because Kobe played with a more dominant player in Shaquille O'Neal. At the end of the day, also Shannon made another point that I disagreed with completely. He said this about LeBron James. He said, well, LeBron James never played with somebody of the magnitude of Shaquille O'Neal. That's BS. He did play with Shaq, but that's besides the point. The point is, when he played with Shaq, he was already old and on his way out. But LeBron James has played accumulatively with more talent than Kobe Bryant has through his career. Kobe had to put up with Smush and Kwame Brown. LeBron never had such a bum-ass team, and he's in the East. So, therefore, Kobe has had it way harder throughout his career. He actually had to carry teams. LeBron James hasn't had to carry teams. He's in the East for the. My main point is that if Kobe Bryant was in the East with the dominant team that LeBron has had with Miami, right? He had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. He had all these great role players: James Posey, Udonis Haslem, all these guys. Hall of Famers like Ray Allen have gone to his team. And in Cleveland, he's had Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, all kinds of great role players. The collection of talent that LeBron has played with has been way more than the collection of talent that Kobe has played with. Now, sure, Kobe played with a much more dominant player. They were one of the, in my opinion, the best 1-2 punch of all time, Kobe and Shaq. And we'll always remember that. What up, Jesus? Welcome, bro. But before I lose my point, Kobe Bryant struggled many years with lower teams in the tough West, and he still managed to get that team with Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, and all these bums, into the playoffs, and took that Phoenix Suns team that was, by the way, stacked in the West to 7 games. Now, we could have won that series, but Kobe had almost no help. He did it all by himself, and he got cheated out of so many MVPs. Now, Stephen A. Smith makes a great point. He said, LeBron James is probably a better overall all-around player, well-rounded wise. He's a bigger specimen. He's more physical, more athletic. 6'8" with a 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, super athletic, can jump out of the gym. That's fine. We give the edge to LeBron in all those spots. But where Kobe edges him out is mentally. Kobe has always been a killer. Stephen A. said it best. He said, LeBron James, it took him going to South Beach to learn from Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley to become not even a quarter of the killer that Kobe Bryant ended up becoming in his career. He still defers till today. He defers to Kyrie Irving. So I'm just like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. They believe that Kobe Bryant was the better overall killer and therefore overall player. And it shows in the playoffs. I mean, LeBron has dropped 5 championship rings. And, 4 of those 5 were with super teams. Because I don't care how you put it. A team with Kyrie, Kevin Love, and a bunch of great role players is a super team with LeBron in it. That's 3 All-Stars and a bunch of great role players. Okay? A team with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh at their peaks, and a bunch of great role players. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and mention all of them, but they had plenty of them. That's another super team. They lost 4 championship rings with super teams. If you put a super team around Kobe, all right, with a super team, he doesn't lose any championship rings. Okay, Kobe never really actually played on a super team. He played with Shaq, and they were a 1-2 punch. But a super team has to be 3 superstars or more. And they had great role players like Robert Horry and Derek Fisher. But they never had a super team per se. We wanted a super team. Laker fans always wanted a super team. We all wanted to add that third star we dreamt of. When Allen Iverson was in his prime, I used to dream of AI, Kobe, and Shaq. When T-Mac was in his prime, I used to dream of that, but it never actually came to fruition. Matter of fact, the seriously powerful 1-2 punch of Kobe and Shaq, dismantled. Their egos got in the way, and they ended up breaking apart. So my point is that LeBron James has surrounded himself with way more talent, played in the Eastern Conference that's so weak that if Kobe Bryant was in the East, in this era, he'd have at least 8 championships by now, if not 7 or 8. And that's just me not being biased. I'm just telling you because Kobe has a killer mentality. All right, he seized every single opportunity. People will make a case that say Kobe would have never won it without Shaq. Kobe never put the team on his back. That was Shaq's team. BS, because when Shaq went down in that Indiana Pacers series, Kobe stepped up big time, even when he was younger. All right, Kobe didn't have the opportunities LeBron had. LeBron was the chosen one, quote unquote, since he came into the league. I got to tell you right now, since he came into the league, LeBron, the keys were handed to him. Kobe had to earn everything he had. The media was already bowing down to LeBron, calling him the next best thing. Kobe Bryant was, drafted late. No, not late, but, later on in the lottery than normal. And, he really wasn't seen as this superstar coming out of high school. He was seen as a project player, and he had to prove himself, playing for coaches that didn't believe in him. Till Phil Jackson took over. And Rudy Tomjanovich, when he took over, that's when Kobe Bryant started having more opportunities. And I got to tell you guys, man, I'm really disappointed in all the media and the way they ride LeBron. Here's the thing that bothers me about LeBron the most, is that he lost his 5th championship trophy, and their Hoops Hype and all these Twitter pages are showing him dancing around in the gym and singing. Kobe Bryant shed tears when he lost in the finals. Kobe Bryant would hit the gym. He wasn't on social media. Sure, there wasn't that much social media back in the day, but instead of professing his passion for basketball, he was, he was all action. That's what he was. Kobe Bryant was an action Jackson, while LeBron James is all talk. LeBron James cares too much about what people think, so he has to Instagram and Snapchat everything he's doing. He's dancing around, rapping to the tunes of the song. Kobe Bryant probably didn't even know any of the songs because he was always in the gym working out. I got to tell you something. The passion for the game of basketball is disappearing. We need more players that come in with the grit and determination, like a Russell Westbrook. We need those kind of players to infect the league again, because I just feel like it's all, Steph Curry also is another player that chokes in the finals, and he needs other players to step up. If it wasn't for Kevin Durant, maybe they'd lose. You know what I'm saying? So these superstars are really starting to bother me, the way they're mentally soft, and they care too much about what people think. It doesn't matter. That's my main point I wanted to touch, and that's how I feel about, the whole LeBron versus Kobe. To me, all right, maybe because I am a Laker fan and I got to see all of Kobe's career, but I was also a LeBron fan when he came into the league. I bought into the hype. All right, when I jumped off the wagon was when he did his city dirty and announced it on national television. He started taking over. He started becoming the coach killer. Firing people. He started doing all these antics on the side that were unnecessary instead of focusing on his greatness in basketball. I was a huge fan of LeBron when he first came in. I thought the kid was amazing. I mean, these dunks he was doing over guys like Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, the way he was taking over games. I expected so much more from LeBron. And if he had that killer mentality that Kobe has, he'd probably have all 8 of his championship rings. Why? Because he has the body, he has the talent, the skill set. I don't knock his skill set at all. He is amazing to watch, but he's just too much of a diva, and he gets in his own way. Right? He doesn't have the killer instinct. Great choice of words there, Jesus. He doesn't have the killer instinct that a Kobe does. But then again, to be fair, not a lot of people do. And that's why Kobe Bryant is one of my favorite players of all time, if not my favorite player of all time. And I got to say, LeBron James, as great as he is, I don't think he'll ever amount to Kobe Bryant. Now, he still has about 5 or 6 more seasons left in his career, most likely, to prove himself, right? That he can be as good as Kobe. But to everybody saying that he's already better than Kobe, that's ridiculous, man. Like Jordan said, 5 beats 3 any day. And I got to say, Kobe Bryant, he was able to do it with much lesser teams than what LeBron has done, right? LeBron has always had a super team around him every single one of his championships. Kobe Bryant's second string of championships, the 1 and the 2 he won with Pau Gasol. It was basically Kobe and Pau, a project, and Andrew Bynum, and a bunch of good role players like Trevor Ariza, Shannon Brown, subpar role players. Nothing compared to the talent that LeBron has today. So that's where I'm going to close out my thoughts. LeBron has been lucky enough to play with great talent. He has basically manipulated his whole career, his situation. He's basically a GM/coach/player. And Kobe Bryant just stuck to basketball. So, 9 times out of 10, the player that sticks to basketball is going to be the one that is able to, basically manifest his full talent on the court and not focus on distractions, et cetera, et cetera. Now, moving on to my second point, I want to get more into the Lakers talk about this summer, guys. I know you guys are as hyped as I am. I'm super hyped. I can't believe that we're 2 months away from the season to start, basically preseason, but still, for me, I'm such a hoop head that I'm even tuning into training camp. I know you guys have been watching, some of these summer games, the Drew League games. If you guys are like me, we can't get enough of the Lakers, man. Congratulations to Vander Blue, who officially signed his partially guaranteed contract today. A lot of people are telling me that they believe he's going to be the Jordan Clarkson replacement, and that's where I'm going next. A lot of people think Jordan Clarkson's potentially going to be traded. I think there's definitely a possibility, but it's not likely, simply for the fact that Magic Johnson already set his expectations on Jordan Clarkson. Now, this could all change by the trade deadline, right? But where I stand right now on JC is he has to prove himself this season because he's on a very affordable contract. And the thing is, we're still trying to clear cap space to sign, 2 to 3 max free agents. So he's a very easy contract to flip. I believe the Lakers already have a trade in place if needed to flip him. But Magic Johnson did say this. He expects Jordan Clarkson to be 6th man of the year, which tells me that he's in the short-term plan, which means most likely he's not getting traded this season. But that's just, what I believe. If he does get traded, it might be in the summer, like a salary dump kind of thing. Somebody might want to take on his contract combined with somebody else's contract maybe. And, somebody who's trying to add young talent. Somebody's going to have cap space, and they know they're not going to be able to chase superstars. So those are the kind of trades that we should be looking for. But I definitely think it would be good to keep him. Now, Vander Blue, as good as he was in the summer league, in the second half of the summer league, because he wasn't good at all. In the start he was ball hogging too much, and as good as he was in the second half of the summer league, I don't believe he's proven anything yet in the NBA. He's had his shot before with the Lakers at the end of the I believe it was 2015, where we added him from the D League, and you know what I'm saying. He played okay, but again, his only problem is decision making. He can score, we know that, but Jordan Clarkson has similar problems, but he passes and play makes a little bit better. He's more athletic, quicker, etc., etc. So if I want to make the playoffs, I'm keeping Jordan Clarkson because he gives us a better chance than Vanderbilt. Now, those are my thoughts on Jordan. And on top of that, like I said, Magic Johnson already set his expectations on JC. But yeah, guys, just wanted to make this video quickly with you guys, man. I haven't talked hoops, man. I missed you guys. How you guys been? How's your summer? Talk to me on the comment section, man. I'm definitely gonna answer some questions today. I appreciate all the love and support, man. And I'm giving back to you guys because I know it's a boring summer without basketball. Luckily, football season is around the corner, so that'll keep us entertained till October. Go Chargers, go Rams, all the Cali teams, even the Raiders. I'm excited to see Marshawn Lynch on the Raiders. What's up, Laker for life? What's up, brother? By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know him or not, but my homie Garcia Quinlan, he just started a YouTube channel, and it seems like it's gonna be pretty legit. So definitely, check him out. It's called The Lake Show. So check him out, guys, for more Laker talk. It is what it is, guys. I'm trying to help people get up there. So Garcia seems like a cool cat. Definitely check him out. I'm gonna be tuning in to watch his videos for sure. What up? What up? What up, everybody? Niners, Giants, and the Sacramento Kings. Whoa, I feel you on that, man. Niners, Giants, and the Sacramento Kings. Okay, it is what it is. I don't know where you put in the Giants. Oh, you mean the San Francisco Giants? I thought you were talking about the football Giants, the New York Giants. What up, Michael James? How you guys doing, man? Puro Lakers, compa. Sergio, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live stream, guys. I'm taking questions now. How you guys feeling about our roster going into training camp? I feel pretty good, guys. I'm super hyped. I hope that we do damage this season. And the games that are going to be more crucial for us are actually the ones where we're recruiting free agents. For example, when we play the Thunder, we better ball out. Even if we don't win, we have to put up a fight, stuff like that. That way we capture maybe not only Paul George's attention, but Russell Westbrook's, right? Same thing when we play the Pelicans. We better ball out. That way, DeMarcus Cousins starts wondering, starts looking over here, right? And another thing I wanted to mention, is crazy how many breaks the Lakers have had since, the great Dr. Buss has passed away. We've had a lot of, under the table breaks. Think about it, all right? All the times we didn't lose our draft pick, it's like 3 seasons in a row we were able to keep our draft pick. Thus, being able to build on this team the way it is right now, right? On top of that, thank God Dwight Howard didn't sign that max contract. Thank God, because that would have been like just horrible. That thing probably wouldn't even have came off yet. He would have still had like a year or two left in his contract. Horrible, horrible. And look how the NBA has shifted away from his types. And he was always mentally soft anyway. So I'm so glad, man, that he did not, re-sign with us. That's another huge break, right? We've had plenty of them. I got to tell you, another one was that we got the 2nd overall pick and Lonzo Ball was still on the board, And the fact that we were able to keep our draft pick, even though it needed to be top 3 protected, that was huge, guys. And now, the Oklahoma City Thunder trading for Paul George, that was awesome because, it basically took away the possibility of the Celtics re-signing PG if they traded for him. So, again, man, it's destiny for the Lakers to be great. And every 6 or 7 years, we rise again, right? We're a dynasty. We win 3, 4, 5 years in a row. We dominated most of the 2000s. And now we're rising again, guys. Slowly but surely. So, hey, what's up, Arthur? How you doing, brother? Everybody's good, man. Everybody's good. Just enjoying the rest of the summer. But I want it to be over as quickly as possible because, we're trying to head out to Staples this season. By the way, have you guys been able to get tickets? Let me know. If you guys know a good website for me to buy tickets. I haven't really checked that out. So I would like to do a vlog at some point this season and bring you guys along. Especially for all of my foreign fans that, don't get to visit Staples Center often. I respect the Laker fans that stuck with the team through bad years. Hey, likewise, man. I respect Kings fans as well. I know you're a Sacramento King fan, so shout out to you for sticking through all these rough times and bad decisions that the franchise has made one after another. But you know what? Those are the best kind of fans. Those are the only kind of fans I talk to. I don't talk to bandwagon LeBron James writing. The ones that went with him to Miami and came back to Cleveland. Those are the worst, man. StubHub. Yeah, I've kind of seen around StubHub, but their seats are kind of separated. I want one where me and my girl and potentially some family members can go. So, and same prices, man. I feel you on that. Now, the only upside is that if I get to stay home, I get to cover the Lakers right after games. Maybe live stream, drop videos quicker, right? But there's I do want to go at least to a couple Laker games this season. I just want to feel the new environment with Lonzo and all these young players, these upcoming players. I want to see how it's going to be, right? Because I see the environment on the TV. It looks crazy, guys. I just want to be a part of that. DTLF coming to Staples Center this season, man. I'm excited, guys. Hopefully you guys are too. But Vander Blue, like I said, a lot of people, they want to replace Jordan Clarkson with Vander. I just don't see it. I doubt Vander even makes the roster, honestly, unless he balls out in training camp. But we'll see. I hope he does, though. He's a good kid, and he's been fighting for a lot of years, to get a roster spot in the NBA. So I'm rooting for him a little bit. LeVar really shaped his son to a Mamba-like mentality, tough love. Yeah, and you know what? So far, all the feedback has been amazing. Everybody's saying he's a great teammate. They love to be around Alonzo. It's just been nothing but a positive feedback from ZO2. So I'm very excited, and I'm happy he was the best player we could have took in the draft. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing, man? Marcus, what's up, everybody? Shout out. It is what it is, guys. But like I said, I was covering, if you guys didn't get to see this video earlier, I was covering the whole debate between Kobe and LeBron. You can always rewind this video once I'm done and check that out. Interesting little topic. Of course, you guys know where I stand if you did see. If you didn't and you want to hear my opinion, you can always rewind back and check it out, man. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. That would be crazy. The Raiders get a brand new stadium like the Niners' new joint. Hey, man, the Raiders moving to Vegas. Vegas is like 2-3 hours away from where I live, so I will be driving down there to watch them once in a while for sure. Always been a big fan of the Raiders, even though they sucked all these years. But I'm loyal. I think Lonzo should enter the dunk contest at the All-Star game. Is at Staples. I mean, he's a dunker, but I'm not sure how creative he is. For me, the best dunk contests aren't with the highest leapers or super athletes, which are also a crucial part of it, but it's the creative dunkers, you know what I mean? Those are the ones that I like to watch. Like the year that Aaron Gordon got robbed, he was killing it, bro. He was doing some crazy stuff. Hi, from Australia. Not a Lakers fan yet, but you're slowly convincing me. Still love my guy Porzingis over at New York too much. Hey, man, that's what's up. Hey, shout out to you from Australia, brother. Hey, Lucas, I got to tell you, man, you won't regret becoming a Laker fan if you ever do, man. This is the best, most loyal franchise. They always give back to the fans, meaning they don't, allow teams to wallow in the depths for more than, a couple of years, more than what is necessary. So, it's very rewarding being a Laker fan now. The Knicks are my second favorite team, so I feel you on the whole Kristaps thing, man. But you could be a Knick and a Laker fan. We're not rivals by any means, so I welcome you aboard if you do want to be a Laker fan. But now's the time, man, because once we become good and all these bandwagons want to jump on, they're not going to be received too kindly per se. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to you though, man. What up? Is Sequel from Korea? I hope I pronounced that right. Sequel from Korea. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, what time is it in Korea, by the way? I'm kind of curious. I don't feel like checking my Google Maps. Do you think those trash-ass Clippers making the playoffs? Perfect thing you asked, bro. I absolutely don't think they're making the playoffs. I think we are taking our city back. By the way, we never lost it, but they thought they had it. So, first off, they already started the summer off really bad. They overpaid for Gallinari, and he broke his hand, right, punching somebody overseas. So, that's a big, bad start. Gallinari's a great player, and I think he would have helped improve the chances. But now that he's out, they're going down. And on top of that, now Doc Rivers' days are numbered. Today he got revoked his front office job. Now he's strictly a coach, which means he could be replaced at any point in time if he doesn't produce results. And the reason they replaced him is, I think, it has a lot to do with the biasness that Chris Paul was talking about. In the report saying that that Chris Paul left because there was they had a chance to land Carmelo at the trade deadline last season, and Doc Rivers didn't want to include his son. I believe there's some truth to that. I mean, who would want to trade their son? So I'm not mad at Doc, but I'm not a big fan. So I think he's overrated. ESPN had the Clippers at the 6th seed. Man, ESPN is something else. I don't agree with half of the stuff they say. Sometimes I agree with them, but most of the times I don't. I like to tune into Fox. I like to watch Skip Bayless on Undisputed. I like to see how he destroys Shannon Sharp, who, by the way, is a huge LeBron James stans. But it is what it is, man. I don't watch a lot of ESPN since they got rid of Skip. He was like the one dude that I thought always spoke from his heart, and not necessarily talked about what people wanted to hear, but what he believed was true. So I like that. I like people that are real, man. Not all these people that, they're going with the popular opinion. Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather? Man, I'm not even gonna watch that fight. I feel like they're trying to make this into like some sort of wrestling fight. They're trying to build up the drama. They're doing too much. Boxing is a beautiful sport to watch when the fighters aren't clowns. So I don't like neither of the two. I'm not gonna waste my money. ESPN said that we won't be making the playoffs next year. They hate us so much. Yeah, ESPN, they need us for ratings, but they can use our name in two ways. And right now they're going with basically, the past 4 or 5 years we haven't made the playoffs, so history will say that most likely we're not going to make it this year. But the NBA is a beautiful thing because your team can change in 1 year, and that's what I'm hoping for our Lakers. I think our culture is already changing since Summer League. I know Summer League doesn't mean much, but Lonzo Ball, I'm sure every single teammate is excited to play with him. Even Brook Lopez, even vets. So I'm hyped. A little off topic, but who do you think will be in the Super Bowl this year? Lakers for life. Good question. Oof, man. Football is a kind of sport that you can never tell till like about week 8. So ask me this around 2 months into the season, and I will tell you, man, because I feel like it's too early to tell. It could be anybody. The year the Ravens won, nobody saw it coming. So we'll see, man. Good question though. I hope it's a Cali team, but I doubt it. The Raiders, they can stay healthy. They have a chance. The defense is amazing and everything. They're pretty stacked at every position. Fights are like WWE now, phony. Exactly. Even the UFC is starting to change. When the sport was first coming up, it was pure. I know this because my brother's a brown belt. Shout out to Eddie. He got me into UFC, but I saw they threw a couple of fights and they rigged some stuff, so I don't like that. I've been on this channel when Dan was like 50 subscribers, but this channel always has a great content. I appreciate you, Luis. I like loyal people like you, and if you guys ever started a channel, I would definitely support you, man. So shout out to you, brother. He said, remember you predicted D'Angelo was going to be traded? Yep, I remember that, bro. And I remember I caught a lot of heat for saying that. There was a lot of D'Angelo Russell fans. I myself was one, but I got to speak the truth, You can't always give the popular opinion. When you have a platform like this, you owe it to the fans to know, to tell them the truth instead of what they want to hear. Sometimes they're not going to agree with you. They're going to even bash you. They were trying to bash me and stuff, but it's cool. I'm thick-skinned. I'm from CPT, so I could take it. Please talk just basketball. Hey, man, it's summertime, baby. There's not too much basketball to talk about right now. I'm going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So, could the Lakers make a splash, bring in Westbrook too? It's definitely a possibility. The kid is from Cali. There's connections there. I'm sure any superstar would love to play for Magic Johnson. I don't see why not. So there's a possibility. Likely, I don't know. I don't know how likely that is. I think anything can change from here till season's end. So, could the Lakers make? I'm sorry, I already answered that one. What do you think about Steph Curry playing golf? Don't care much about it, man. Not a fan of Steph Curry. I feel like he's a big-time choke artist. He's great during regular season, but for some reason in the finals he tends to disappear. Same thing with Klay Thompson. Kevin Durant was amazing though, even though I'm not a fan of him neither, for personal reasons. But yeah, Steph Curry, he is who he is, man. He's very skilled, but I just don't feel like he has that killer in him, honestly. He said, honestly, I was one. Would that be like a D'Angelo fan? But we got a great deal from. Hey, and that's all I expect from Laker fans. I expect Laker fans to be open-minded because that's how we should be. And if we get a better deal, even if it's a player you like, then as long as the team is improving, we should be happy. At the end of the day, we root for the name in front of the jersey, not on the back. Remember when you roasted Jim and Mitch? Yes, sir. I was pissed. I called for their heads. I said something has to be done, and thank God Jeannie Buss made the right choice by bringing in Magic Johnson. But yeah, I was pretty ticked. If you guys want to go back and check that out, I was pissed off because it was so much suffering we were going through, and I just didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. As long as those two idiots were sitting on the top, and we were right. Once we got rid of them, things are looking positive now. Everything's looking bright. So I appreciate your work, Dan. Always with new content in this boring off season. Hey man, I try, Marcus. That's why I do it. The reason I started this channel is because I always used to look for new, fresh content on the Lakers, especially during summer, but during the season. And I felt like I used to watch Mike Laker talk, and he's great, but I just feel like I need more. I'm a basketball junkie, so I need to be talking about basketball every other day, if not every day. Therefore, I started a channel like this, bring in the community. Voila, there you have it. DTL left, baby. What's the latest on Klay Thompson? Rumors were before the summer league. And died with Lonzo playing LeBron and Paul George talk. If I'm the Golden State Warriors, why would you try to fix what's not broken? They keep winning championships, keep the team intact. Now, winning cures everything. Sure, he's been slighted a little bit because of KD, but it's understandable. He should understand as well. Unless Klay Thompson demands a trade, I don't see why. Because even though he disappeared a little bit in the finals, his defense is still really good. Colin Cowherd is cool. Now, I used to believe the same thing about Colin until sometimes he's a little biased on LeBron. Just got to throw that out there. But it's understandable. If you have a favorite player, it's in your natural instinct to be biased. Like me, my favorite player is Kobe, so I might be a little naturally biased, but I still try to keep it 100% with you guys, man. Did you hear what he said about LeVar said about LeBron? Yes, I did hear what LeVar said about LeBron. I just think it's funny. To me, it's just funny antics. But yeah, LeVar has gone a little over the top with the whole, getting the girl ref kicked out and stuff. But that's who he is, and at this point we shouldn't expect any different, But it's LA, it's Hollywood, it's filled with drama. If you can't take the fire, get the heck out of the kitchen. That's the way I see it. So it comes with the territory, man. LeVar Ball is Hollywood. He's LA. How many Laker games you planning to go next season, man? Depends how many tickets I could get my hands on. I need my people to come with me, so. If I could get my hand on a couple of tickets, that'd be cool. Of course, my money situation has to be good because I do pay the bills and everything. So, over the Lakers, Pulls, Laker Outsider, Mike locked on Lakers. Oh, I appreciate that, Seb. Thank you, man. Those are all great YouTubers, by the way. I don't have any beef with any of them. I just, like I said, I needed more, so I decided to become the person. I know so much about basketball. I said, you know what? I need more knowledge, so I'm going to be the one providing the knowledge, and I educate you guys, and you guys educate me back. So it's a give and take kind of relationship I have with you guys on YouTube, and I love all my fellow Laker fans, man. One love to all you guys, man. Dan, Kyle Kuzma can be our version of Klay. I think they're different players. They're both, it's a little early to tell what kind of shooter Kuzma's going to be. He shot it at a great clip in the summer league, but again, it's just summer league, so we got to take it one step at a time. We don't want to jump out of our seats. Although he balled out, all right, and the potential for him looks amazing. But a lot of it has to be opportunity meets playing time. So if he gets the opportunity, he has to make the most of it, and that way he earns playing time. And then we'll see what kind of player he is. But for now, he's still just a rookie, and we got to take it one day at a time. Same for Lonzo, except Lonzo's going to come in and get a lot of opportunity right away, so I expect more out of him. I think Kuzma's going to have to earn it. And in Luke Walton's system, I love Luke because I feel like after they fired Mitch and Jim, it was more of a kind of system where whoever's playing best is going to play. That's why they benched Lil Deng and Moskov because they were trash most of the season. I feel like Mitch and Jim had them playing just because he wanted, they wanted to save face for signing those horrible contracts. But once they were out the window, I think we really got to see what kind of coach Luke Walton is. And he rewarded the players that were playing best. Like David Nwaba came in, played, balled out. He got 2 10-day contracts, and eventually he cracked the rotation. So I think if Luke stays true to that coaching style, which I love, I think it should always be whoever's playing better should get the bulk of the minutes, not whoever has more, veteran experience or whatever. So that's just my thoughts. I think it depends on what kind of opportunity Kuzma gets and how he capitalizes on it. So I still see him. I see him cracking the rotation with some major minutes at some point this season. I don't know how long it's going to take. But I love the kid, and As far as comparing him to Clay, it's a little too early for that. But I see him as a different kind of player. Reminds me a lot of Rashard Lewis, but with better defense. That kind of player, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has a higher potential. I don't know. But Rashard Lewis was a beast back when he was with the Seattle Supersonics. That kid could take over games, and he was a sniper from downtown. He could attack the rim. But of course, I think Kuzma's going to be a better defender. Just my thoughts. Is that a Marvel's Capcom shirt? Yes, sir. Look at that. We got Wolverine, Ryu, Hulk, and Zangief, man. I'm a big fan of Marvel's Capcom, bro. I used to kill it on the arcade back in my old days in Compton, man. I used to take kids' lunch money just beating them, man. We used to bet money, dollar bills. So, always been a hustler, man. Only reason I say Clay is because we love to bring in former players' sons or coaches' sons. I feel you on that. Klay Thompson, very good player. Very streaky, though, scoring-wise. I feel like he can disappear like a whole playoff series. And that's the only thing I don't like about him. But I got to say, I love his defense. So that makes up for everything. Rashard Lewis was a perfect comparison, brother. I appreciate that, man. It's just, right off the top of the head, like, I think this kid can be really good, but of course they have to reach their potential. D'Angelo Russell still has a lot of potential. He could still be a super beast. I never knocked on him like that. I never, killed him for the player he is. I just felt like he was immature. That was my only problem with him ever. And if he ever fixes that, which I hope he does, because I like the kid, right? When you draft a player, you become attached to them, especially because you're a Laker fan. You want him to do good. Well, I still want him to do good because he didn't go to one of the teams I hate. So. Hopefully, good luck to him. I honestly believe a star is going to come to LA in the next season. Not two, but a major one. I actually believe it's going to be 2 stars just because with Cap, you have a lot of power and we look more attractive than almost any team in the league right now. We have enough cap to sign 2 to 3 max free agents. Believe they're going to get filled those spots because who wouldn't want to play in LA? There's great weather. You have a great boss in Magic Johnson. A great GM and Rob Pelinka, great owner in Jeannie Buss, great coach in Luke Walton, great young players in Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and the rest of the crew. I mean, what's not to love? I feel like any player that comes here is going to be really lucky. They might even be lining up to get here. I'm sure Paul George is one of the main targets because he already showed his love, so he already kind of has a reservation spot. I expect him to come, but I also expect another major name to come, whether that be a lot of people believe it's going to be LeBron. Some people think it's going to be Russell Westbrook. Some think it's going to be DeMarcus. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't checked that out, I think even Kevin Durant is a possibility. So it is what it is. But we'll see, man. A long way till then, and I'm just excited for this season. We're going to take it one season at a time. Do you think we'll trade Julius and Clarkson? I don't think both of them. I think one of them, there's a mid to high chance that we'll trade one of them. Both of them would be a little too much. That would be like gutting the team because then you would have subtracted D'Angelo, Clarkson, and Randall. That's basically like 3 players that we drafted in 3 different draft classes. Oh, I'm sorry, because Randall and Clarkson were in the same draft class, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, I think it's too much to gut the team like that. I think you got to keep one for depth purposes, and I think the one we're going to keep is probably Jordan Clarkson, unless Randall balls out. I asked the question during Lakers Outsider podcast, and they said the viewer input doesn't matter, which is why I respect you because you care about Laker Nation. I appreciate that, Seb. I do. Viewer input does matter because you guys are the ones that are going to make this channel, blast off. You guys are the ones, man. It's not even me. All I got to do is just, give my basketball knowledge and receive it in return because I'm not one of these fans that thinks they know it all. I just have an opinion. I have high basketball IQ and I love the Lakers, but at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. Whatever I say, it's not a fact. It's just what I believe. Now, some of these opinions actually become facts because of the high basketball knowledge, but not everything will. And I can admit when I'm wrong, and that's something a lot of YouTubers can't, and I don't like that, right? They should admit when they're wrong, and that's a wrong statement because you guys matter, man. You guys are just as passionate as I am. Obviously, that's why you guys are here on the channel. So, but I appreciate that comment, bro. Seb, good looking out. Says, when do people argue with Michael Jordan's opinion? Since everybody's jumping on LeBron James bandwagon. By the way, LeBron James not even top 5. I have the saying I've been saying all summer long to all these haters. I've been saying, hey, if you drop 5, meaning 5 championship rings, you're not in my top 5. So that's the way I see it, man. And actually, LeBron James is 4th all-time in dropping the most championship rings, right? I believe Jerry West is one of the top ones. That's why I never mentioned him as one of the greatest. Even though he played in a different era, but he dropped. I think he went 1-8 in the finals, so I think he's one of the top ones. I'm not sure. And then Magic Johnson went 5-4. And LeBron James is actually ahead of most of these guys. He's in 4th place, the most dropped championship rings in the finals. So that's why I say he's not a killer, because 4 of those 5 that he dropped were all with super teams, and he was in position to win each and every single one of them, and he didn't do what was required. Kobe Bryant, 10 times out of 10, would have did what was required with a super team to win those championships. So that's all I got to say about that. What's up, big dog Dan? What's up? How you doing, Bonnie? How you doing, bro? Or I'm not sure if you're bro or girl. How you doing? Either way. After 2018, Cleveland and Oklahoma are going to become lottery teams, and Lakers will be a playoff team. Hey, that's possible, definitely, but that's swinging for the fences. We don't know. We don't know how teams bounce back. Some people are smarter than others, and some are, GM wise. Like, I feel like Sam Presti, the GM of the Thunder, has messed up. He literally had a dynasty on his hands. He had what the Golden State Warriors currently have. All right, he drafted great. He had a great supporting cast players, and then traded them all away for garbage. And that's why Kevin Durant left. A lot of people will blame KD, talk about the pressure and all that, but I kind of foresaw it. I wish I would have made videos back then before LeBron left. I think I started a bit too late, but I was telling people at work when I used to work at Amazon that I thought Kevin Durant was going to leave. I used to have a friend. His name was Alan. Big Oklahoma City Thunder fan, by the way. Shout out to Alan if he watches this video. And I would always tell him, I think KD is leaving, bro. Just because Sam Presti traded away James Harden, Jeff Green, Reggie Jackson, Eric Bledsoe, and Serge Ibaka. Why would you stay on a team that trades away so many great players? This is basically a starting lineup that he traded away. Most of these players have all-star under their belt. Like, why would you trade that away? And what did he get in return? He got Kendrick Perkins. He got Kevin Martin and draft picks. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Sam Presti, great at drafting, horrible at trading. He should have just been a scout instead of a GM. I think I could make a better GM than him. Because if you're going to trade away guys with superstar potential, you got to get in return much more than what he got. For example, we traded one guy this summer with superstar potential. What did we get? We got a first-round draft pick, right, which is good. And we got an all-star center in Brook Lopez. And we got, we cleared cap. So those are the kind of trades you have to make if you're going to trade away a potential star player. Just my opinion. What is my Mount Rushmore? That's tough. But like I said, I'm a diehard Laker fan. Most of them will be Lakers for sure. My Mount Rushmore, I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the top with Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. And there's one more I got to squeeze in there, but I'm not even sure who it is, honestly. I don't know. I don't know who that 5th guy is. I'm going to leave it open. There's still room for that 5th guy, man. So hopefully Lonzo or Brandon Ingram get on my Mount Rushmore, man. Hopefully. They end up retiring Lakers and winning lots of championships. He said, nah. Luis says, nah, don't feel bad, bro. D'Angelo, or E-Angelo, because I guess he plays no D, right? Didn't appreciate to be on the Lakers. And messed up, and he messed up twice. I get you on that, man, but you always feel bad just because you like a player's potential. I don't feel bad anymore because our return was more than great. But when it first went down, I was like, damn, I can't believe he's gone. That's crazy. I still remember when he hit that, game-winning 3, and I was like, in your hater's face. I was happy for him, but who knew that was gonna be the last game he ever played for the Lakers? You know what I mean? How do you think it will be our Nike jersey? Do you expect big changes? I think it's just going to have the logo right here. I've noticed most of the new jerseys just have like the logo, maybe some different kind of stitching around the shirt or whatever. But yeah, I don't expect major changes. I mean, that Laker brand is just beautiful as it is. You don't really have to mess with it too much. You don't fix what's not broken. Just, tweak it here and there. But that's just my opinion, man. I love the Laker jerseys as they are. I do wish they brought back those blue ones, those navy blue ones. They were beautiful, man. And back in like 05 season, and those navy blue jerseys were sick. I don't like the blue cursive writing jerseys because they remind me too much of the Clippers. And as you guys all well know, it's been well documented that I can't stand the Clippers. So Can the Lakers make the playoffs next year? Yes, they can. Will they? That's a different question. We'll have to wait and see how we click. But a lot of it, somebody made a point to me, and I agree with them. I forgot their name, but I want to give them credit. You know who you are. On Twitter, they let me know. They were like, the Lakers can make the playoffs. Or was it on this comment section here on YouTube? But a lot of it is going to depend on the schedule, and I agree with that. I'm going to be dropping a video as soon as the schedule drops for this season. I can't wait to break it down, game by game with you guys and just add up the count and see exactly how many games we can actually win that are actually reachable. Of course, any night you can win, but I'm talking about logically, just counting how many games we're most likely to win. KD left because of Westbrook. I doubt that, bro. I doubt KD left because of Westbrook because he still wants to be his friend. If he would have left because of Westbrook, then why is Westbrook mad at KD, but KD's not mad at Westbrook? I think Kevin Durant left because Sam Presti showed he was incapable of, For me, most of these trades were because he didn't want to pay these guys. Why do you trade James Harden? He had so much potential. I remember in the playoffs, James Harden was the one who killed the Lakers. He eliminated us single-handedly one year, him and Russell Westbrook, when we had Bynum and Gasol. I think that was the last year we made the playoffs. No, that was the year before we got Dwight. They eliminated us, man. I think it was in 2011. I'm not sure. And I remember just thinking, man, James Harden is going to be special. And I think everybody knew it at that point. His floor was like Manu Ginobili. His ceiling is exactly where he is right now. So you don't trade away players like that just because you don't want to pay them. That's ridiculous. That's a major mistake. And that's what small market teams do. They just want to sell tickets. They don't really care too much about championships. And when Kevin Durant realized that, I think he said, you know what, I'm going to go to the Golden State Warriors or whatever team, just because they're actually willing to pay for stars to join and win championships. The Thunder had everything they needed. If they keep James Harden with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, they made a finals together. They would have already had championships. They would have had 2 or 3 already. Excuse me. But you see what I'm saying? Sam Presti, I feel like he tried to recycle. He basically rolled the dice and he said, well, we drafted so well that I'm sure we can just replace James Harden. He's not going to be a superstar. Most likely he'll just be a bench player because they played him off the bench, or a really good starter. They didn't know he was going to be a superstar. It takes special kind of scouting talent to see the future, kind of. You kind of have to get out your scouting crystal ball and see all the characteristics of a player and, do they have the potential to be superstars? And if they do, you have to value them the way Magic Johnson is valuing, Brandon Ingram, the way, we're valuing Lonzo Ball. That's what you got to do with potential superstars, because you got to let them grow and you got to give them the confidence that you believe in them. And James Harden never had that confidence installed in him. He rarely started in Oklahoma City for the Thunder. He only started when they got injured or they needed a change of lineup or whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that, man. What do you think? Dirk and Porzingis practicing together? I don't think much of it. Honestly, we live in a league where everybody's best buds with each other. So it doesn't surprise me. I do miss the old days when everybody wanted to kill each other and, we had rivalries. But that's no longer the case, man. Everybody's friend. Everybody's hanging out summertime, We got Kyrie Irving, who just got defeated by, the Golden State Warriors at their wedding. So that tells you how weak NBA players have become. We need more guys like Russ, more roughneck type guys that, they're not going to be friends with you if you beat them in the finals. That's what we need to make this league interesting again. But that's just my opinion. Did Westbrook ball hog Oladipo? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You mean did he ball hog and keep the ball away from Oladipo? I think Westbrook did what he did with the roster that he had. If you notice, every time he went to the bench, they lost any kind of lead that they had. So they don't have a deep roster. Now they added Paul George, but I don't feel like they have a deep roster. They have basically Steven Adams, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook, which is nice. But in the West, that's tough. You got to have more depth. You have to have guys that are willing to come in off the bench and produce. I don't see the Thunder as one of those teams that have that. That's why a lot of times you see Russell Westbrook, he looks angry, he looks pissed off. I call him steroids because he's always pissed off. That's what I think, though. Laker brand have a culture, and D'Lo didn't play with the Purple Heart. I agree. Example, Rambis, Madsen, AC Green weren't stars, but they were high characters, guys, and played like the life was depending on it. I agree. And that's what Magic is going to he's going to weave out all the guys that are messing around. So if you're Jordan Clarkson, you better start messing around with the Kardashians and get to work, because Magic Johnson already placed his expectations on JC. He said, we want you to be Sixth Man of the Year, straight up. He didn't say we want you to be in the running for Sixth Man of the Year. He didn't say we want you to be one of the best players off the bench. Now, this is pressure that Jordan Clarkson's going to receive. The way he, rises to the challenge or crumbles under it is going to determine whether he stays with the Lakers long term or not. So this is actually a smart move by Magic. A lot of people put criticism talking about, don't put that kind of pressure. Why not? They're paying you millions of bucks. You deserve any kind of pressure they put on you. What do you think Alonzo will average points, rebounds, and assists? I forgot what I said in my old video, but I think around 12, maybe 13 points, 9 assists, and maybe 5 to 7 rebounds. But that's wishful thinking. I mean, if he puts up those kind of numbers, he's a Rookie of the Year. Dan, can we become a top 15 defensive team this year? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. But a lot of it's going to depend on guys like Jordan Clarkson. How much have they improved in the offseason? Corey Brewer's a good defender for us, even though he's just a role player. KCP, one of the best defensive additions from any team this summer. One of my favorite defenders in the league. And Brook Lopez, even though he's not a great defender, he doesn't know how to use his size and length to block shots and do stuff like that. So, yes, I think we can become a top 20 to 15 defensive team, maybe even better, we'll see. Also, I think Lonzo's an underrated defender. I think he gambles a lot. He reminds me of Kobe Bryant on defense, but the difference is Kobe can lock down, one-on-one on isolation situations, and that's where Lonzo has to work. But on help defense, playing the passing lanes and stuff, he basically led Summer League in steals. Again, it's just Summer League, but it is telling that he has a lot of potential to be, one of the top underrated defensive guards in the league. So, interesting, guys, definitely. But yeah, super excited, man, for the summer. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys more and more content. Keep it locked right here, Everything Lakers. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm about to check out, guys. But if you guys didn't see the beginning of this video, go ahead and hit that rewind button. LeBron versus Kobe talk, very interesting, going around the league. My man Coles is getting disrespected, so I had to stand up for him. Definitely check that out. But I appreciate you guys, Laker fam. Again, check out my guy, Garcia Quinlan, new YouTube channel. Seems like he knows what he's talking about. He just dropped his first video yesterday, so shout out to him. Congratulations. Hopefully you get more subs. Very knowledgeable guy. He's been rocking with me on the comment section for a while. So if any of you guys start your own YouTube channel, you guys need tips, advice, I got you guys. But definitely check him out. His name is Garcia Quinlan. The channel's called The Lake Show. So check him out. This is your plug right here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, Laker Nation. I'll catch you guys as soon as I hear anything new, or if I feel like talking to you guys, I'll definitely be tuning in. All right, peace out.